Over 5 billion people tuned in to the 2022 World Cup. That is 60% of the entire human population, all watching the same event at the same time. But the origins of this massive operation were incredibly small. The very first tournament in 1930 featured exactly 13 teams and struggled just to make it to the opening kickoff. In 1928, FIFA President Jules Rimet proposed a new idea. He wanted an international football tournament that existed completely outside of the Olympic Games. Turning that idea into a reality was a struggle. In those early years, the competition was constantly threatened by political disagreements and logistical failures. For European nations, reaching the 1930 tournament in Uruguay meant a weeks-long journey by ship. Because of the ongoing financial crisis in Europe, most countries simply could not afford the trip. This immediately caused a major rift between the continents. When the tournament moved to Europe in 1934 and 1938, South American powerhouses like Uruguay and Argentina stayed home in protest. The fighting in World War II eventually shut the tournament down entirely. For 12 years, the World Cup did not exist. When the war ended, FIFA had to restart the competition from scratch. The organizers had to stabilize the tournament's foundation before they could consider any future expansion. The tournament returned to South America in 1950, where Brazil drew 173,000 fans into the Maracanã Stadium for the final match. In 1954, the tournament changed how it reached its audience. This was the first year the matches were properly televised. Those cameras were there to capture the rise of a 17-year-old Brazilian named Pelé in 1958. Fans around the world watched him score twice in the final. Seeing that level of skill through a screen created a new kind of international interest. Suddenly, nations that had never participated before wanted a chance to be on television. Broadcasting the matches meant the World Cup was no longer limited to people inside the stadium. It had become a globally shared experience. By the 1970s, the number of countries trying to enter reached a breaking point. 95 different teams were fighting for only 14 available spots in the finals. To handle this demand, FIFA expanded the field. This chart shows the jump in 1982, when the tournament increased from 16 to 24 teams. As the stage grew, so did the intensity of the games. In 1986, Diego Maradona's Hand of God goal became one of the most talked about moments in the history of the sport. But the increased national pressure also led to tragedy. After scoring an own goal in the 1994 tournament, Colombian captain Andrés Escobar was shot and killed upon returning home. Even with these dark moments, the drama on the pitch continued to attract more viewers, and the tournament's audience grew larger with every 4-year cycle. In 1998, the field expanded again to 32 teams. This new format allowed more nations from more continents to compete on the world stage than ever before. The tournament also began to move into new territories. South Africa hosted in 2010, the first time the event was held on the African continent. This globalization led to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, where Lionel Messi finally won the trophy in a final match that went to a penalty shootout. In the 32-team era, the World Cup has become a rare event that can capture the attention of billions of people at the same moment. The next expansion begins in 2026. The tournament will feature 48 teams, with matches shared across the United States, Mexico, and Canada. A tournament of this size requires a different structure. This flowchart shows how the 48 teams will be organized into 12 groups of 4. The top performers will move forward, but they will be joined by the 8 best third-place teams to form a massive 32-team knockout stage. It is a massive leap from the 13-team boat trip of 1930. A century of growth has turned a small, fragile idea into a global operation that connects 48 nations across an entire continent.
Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe to channel.